Have you been struggling with getting your teen off the phone? Are you also finding it really hard to manage your own screen time? I have been trying so hard for the last 2 3 months because I've been trying to fit into the guidelines which say that I should be doing my online work between 3 to 4 hours. And it's incredibly hard. And I'm actually wondering how should I tell my teenagers how much time they should be spending time online? I think there is no magic formula for this. And trying to fix up a blanket time period or saying that this is the time frame that is allowed for us and for the teenagers is going to make it very, very difficult. Before we actually do that, we need to understand how the teenagers are actually spending their time online. What is it that they are using the media for? So there are 4 different ways in which the teens actually use and consume media. The first and the most important way they do that is by hitting the like button in the YouTube algorithm. Sorry, I was just kidding. Let's get more serious. What I meant to say is that there are 4 different ways in which actually the teens use and consume media. The first way is in which they actually create content online, which is creative use of media. So when I say that, I mean that they use it to do digital art, they use it to do their projects, they used to do blogging, and they do online writing. So this is the creative use of media. The second way that they actually use media is passively, like watching television, watching YouTube videos, just reading randomly something online. All this comes under passive use. The third and another important way in which actually the teens use media is interactive. So here, gaming is an important example of interactive use of media. So unlike popular belief, where gaming is considered to be something really harmful, teens use gaming very creatively. And when they do that, they learn many things like strategy, they improve their memory, and actually their mental skills become very, very sharp. The fourth way of using media is to communicate. And this the teens are really good at. They use social media like WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram, various things to post their activities online and communicate with the rest of the world, and most importantly, connect to their friends and family. A very important part of growing up is actually establishing strong friendships. And the teens of today do it online by using social media to communicate to anybody in any part of the world. Video chatting is another important way to connect to other members of the family who are not accessible face to face or living somewhere outside your own country. So these are the 4 different ways in actually the teens use media. So what we need to do is to come up with some guidelines which would help them to use media in a way which creates a balance in their life and in their family's life. Also, here what we need to do is look at the quality of media that they are using, the way they are using it, whether it's actually helping them. And the third thing is we need to make sure that there is no violence in what they are using. Because in today's world, the amount of violence that the teenagers are exposed to when they are online can make a huge difference to their behavior in the real world too. And the fourth and the most important thing is that we need to come up with a guideline which fits in with our family lifestyle, because every family is unique in the way it uses and consumes media. So when we are coming up with a guideline about screen time, it's really crucial that we take everybody in the family into account. So these things are very, very crucial when you are trying to make a family media use plan. And you can get help for this media use plan by several resources which are available online. And one such resource is from the American Academy of Pediatrics, which helps you to create your own family media use plan, which is suited best to your own needs and to the teens who are there in your house, because your teen might be using media for different things as compared to some teen who is in another family. So the plan that you have to come up with needs to be very, very unique. So let's try and understand which are the most important tips or which are the secrets which are necessary for us to help us manage screen time better in our lives and the teenagers' lives. Rule number 1, we need to have some limits as to which are the places in our house where everybody is allowed to use media. So there are going to be certain zones in the house which are supposed to be totally media free. One place is the bedroom and the second place is your dining table. The second is to remember to have a balance between what the teens are doing online and the other activities which they are actually doing offline. So there has to be a balance in that. And one thing that we can actually do is to have a strict rule about having some family time together, if not every day, at least 2-3 times in a week, which is more manageable, because sometimes when parents work, they find it very hard to do it on a regular basis. But if they are able to do it at least 2-3 times in a week, it can really work wonders. Another important thing that we need to understand is that any use of media which cuts into the regular routine, cuts into the other activities of the teenager, can be risky. So this is where we need to be cautious. So we have to ensure that the teens have a routine, they sleep that 8 to 9 hours, which is really important for them to grow and to take adequate rest and actually recharge their batteries to whatever they are going to do the next day. So if media is cutting into their sleep, then we really need to set limits to that and ensure that our teens get their proper sleep. And this can be done by actually not allowing phones in the bedrooms. Another very, very important thing when it comes to managing screen time is that we have to look at our own media use. You know, when it comes to parenting teenagers, the most important rule is we need to walk the talk. So you can't have one rule for yourself and another one for the teenagers. And especially now, where more and more parents have to work remotely, it can make it very, very difficult for them to set limits to their teens' media use. So we need to have a consistent and collaborative way of addressing this problem by talking to the teenagers, coming up with a plan which is suitable for the parent as well as the teenagers. Offline activities should not be ignored, and we have to make sure that the teens are getting adequate time to do other things which they like to do offline. Another really important rule according to me is that the teenagers, they should themselves come up with a plan as to how much time they are spending for each of the activities that they are doing. So have a plan as to how much time is being spent for online classes, how much time is being spent to create content, how much time for communicating with their friends, and how much in just enjoying the media by watching television. So as long as there is a balance in all these things, then your teen is absolutely safe. Please remember that the longer we spend time online, our teens will be exposed to certain online risks. And when they are spending so much time, you need to have a conversation with them. You have to ensure that they are aware of what can happen online. So whichever device they are using, whether it is the phone or it is the Xbox or it's their laptop, have a conversation about how they can keep the information that they are putting out there private, how they can limit it to the people that they know, and how they can protect themselves from other risks which are there online, like cyberbullying or sexting or exposure to violence. There are so many things which are out there. And all these things we need to address, and we need to have a conversation with the teens if we want to ensure that they keep themselves safe whenever they are doing something online. It can be for any activity, but the basic risks which are there, they always exist and they are very, very real. But we need to have a conversation about that. So when the teens are aware and they are empowered, they are more likely not to run into all these risks. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you found it useful, hit the like button and share it with your family and friends. Leave your comments in the box below and tell me which is one tip that helped you most to manage your screen time better. Meanwhile, I'd like to reach 1,000 subscribers. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so and join my 1,000 sub club. I'd really appreciate that. If you're interested in learning more parenting hacks, more parenting secrets, join me in my upcoming webinar. The link is in the description below. This is Dr. Anuradha, adolescent specialist and parenting wizard, signing off for today. Until next time.